a.m.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by
Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
Change does not happen overnight. It takes vision, commitment, and courage to reform.
So we created a number of executive agencies, which I believe, and I can say, having left this thing, was one of the most successful initiatives undertaken in the reform process.
But transformation isn't easy.
We found in several ministries, agencies, and departments, you had square pegs in round holes.
You could almost say that public sector transformation is not a JLP policy, it's not a PNP policy. It is national policy.
There was political willingness, there was bipartisan support for going through with the reforms, there was societal support, a lot of societal sacrifices. People of Jamaica made a lot of sacrifices. And businesses, the private sector, everybody was engaged in this journey.
We want to continue to reform the public sector, to allow the public sector to provide its services to the Jamaican people, provide services to the private sector. And the idea is that those services must be more accessible. Those services must be more affordable. Those services must be faster. They must be more personable and comfortable for the citizen.
Watch Building a Better Public Sector, a 4-part docuseries right here on CVM, commencing April 5 and aired every Sunday in April at 3 p.m. Brought to you by the Transformation Implementation Unit.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
I'm me and the stylist, no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress. You charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by
Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The stylist, no scammer, no style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, no charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Every dream conquered is another dream gained. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction. 'Cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music keeps on playing, and the people them I say we are mash up the dance. Oh, what a feeling! Don't stop dreaming. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got a spark, don't put it down. Shine your lights on.
Mr. Lonely, I have nobody for my own. I'm so lonely. I'm Mr. Lonely. I have nobody for my own. I'm so lonely.
Yo, this one here goes out to all my players out there, man. You know, that got that one good girl, dog, that's always been there, man. Like, took all the bullshit. But then one day she can't take it no more and decided to leave. Yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night and I noticed my girl wasn't by my side. Could've sworn I was dreaming, for her I was fiending, so I had to take a little ride. Backtracking on these few years, trying to figure out what I do to make it go bad. 'Cause ever since my girl left me, my whole life came crashing and I'm so lonely, Mr. Lonely. I have nobody to call my own girl. So lonely, Mr. Lonely.
Woke up this morning and noticed my host wasn't by my side. I am so lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely. I have nobody to call my host. Good morning. morning, Sunrise Nation. It's a thankful Thursday edition of the show. My name is Dennis Brooks. Good morning to you wherever you are. Good morning to you, world. Good morning to the folks on YouTube. I am Mr. Lonesome right now, but guess what? We're going to have a great show. I don't have no TK. I don't have no Yendi. I don't have no Miss Kitty. I don't know. It's going to be, guess what? It's me and Uno for this entire show. We're going to have a great show, though. Guess what? Coming up, we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of important stuff. We're going to be talking to the folks from Digicel. We're going to be talking to... we're going to be talking tech today. We're going to have a great conversation about technology, a new app developer and a new app that is coming on stream. And so we definitely want you to know about it. But guess what? It is another day. What are you thankful for today on this day?
Good morning, coming through. Hello. Hi, good morning. Hello. Daddy's on your side of the show without me. Hello. Hey. Hello. Hey.
You there? Are you even there in Jamaica?
Hey.
Yes,
Hello.
Well, God.
Gotcha. You see that?
I'm like, how am I going to do this?
Yeah. Hi. Hello.
New ear. You come
Good
up
morning.
with new ear too.
It's a new hair. It's a new year.
Yeah.
It's a new era. Everything is new. I got you today.
Like that denim.
Oh, thank you. Coco
Denim.
Bella, sweetie. Miss
Nice.
Kitty returns in Coco Bella's. Good morning, Jamaica. Good morning to you, world. Good morning, Nita. Good morning, DJ. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Good morning, all the Miss Kitty fans.
You get rest, man. Your voice sound loud and vibrant.
Yeah, me lie down.
Yeah?
Me there rest my body.
Yeah, which is right.
Rest my throat. Rest my being. And being taken care of by my wonderful, illustrious, magnificent husband, Mr. Ian Wilkinson, King's Counsel.
If
me love him one more time, ma cry, live in I water. Ma love my husband to the space and the tile we walk on.
Well, if you love him all the way, did I rest a while ago?
Yeah.
If you tap rest it.
Get out. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Dennis. So it's not TK. And I want to say, good morning, TK, for holding it down. Nanny of the Maroons would be very proud of TK. Can we give TK a resounding round of applause, please?
Man. TK is that knife, that Swiss Army knife there.
Yeah, when you need it, Clutch.
Yeah, man.
TK's new name right now is Clutch.
Yeah, TK is like MacGyver.
Yes,
MacGyver. Remember MacGyver back in the day?
Where's the man? The Dean Anderson. Let me tell you. But good morning to everybody.
Yeah.
I feel so blessed and so happy to be here. To be back, to all my CVM family, to everybody on YouTube.
I get a message for you, see?
To everybody in the world, locally, internationally, globally. Thank you for your
I just said somebody in
prayers.
the world. Don't ask me. Oh, I know. There is a person, I think it's TSA in work.
Okay.
But him work at the airport.
Yes.
At JFK.
Yes. I wonder if it's Owen.
I'm not
In
sure.
tall. Dark. I know all about people at JFK. JFK Massive, good morning to you.
Morning, JFK
Hollywood,
Massive.
Florida, good morning to you.
Yeah,
Fort
man.
Lauderdale, you know how we do. Miami, you know how we get down. But JFK, my place, you know what I mean?
You have some people at JFK who are big.
I love JFK. So thank you, JFK. Everybody over Terminal 4, everybody over Terminal 5. Good morning to all of you.
Yeah.
Big up to Uno. I love you guys. Listen, I am so overwhelmed and so grateful for all the love, all the prayers, all the wishes. Like, guys, I shared my post on Good Friday because I was in a reflective mood and a very introspective mood. I did not expect the virality, the level of virality.
But are you?
But I'm very no. But you see, sometimes you don't think you are you. It's like, for example, you're a senior superintendent, you have a master's degree, you have your undergraduate degree, you've accomplished so much. But sometimes because you as Dennis Brooks, Marlon, you do it, you forget sometimes to pat yourself on the back. And also sometimes the negative noise seems louder than the genuine love. And sometimes it takes situations like this to be reminded that people love you, they respect you, they adore you, they revere you, they're in your corner. Even though you may not see them commenting all the time, they may not say it to you all the time, but you're a soldier them out there. The people who you've impacted positively and who rate you, them out there. And that for me was, I think I needed that reminder because sometimes, not that you take yourself for granted, but as I said, Dennis, we work hard. And when you accomplish one thing, you just want to go to the next thing and the next thing. And sometimes you forget to pause to actually say, I did that. I am that girl,
What do you make of the vulnerability and the sharing of a moment of vulnerability?
Yes.
Because that is difficult.
Yes.
I don't know if I could have. I don't know if I would have. Because, I don't even know if I feel like I'm allowed to be vulnerable in public. But
I wanted to be vulnerable.
But for you, it was a very real moment.
Yeah, I wanted to be vulnerable because, first of all, I'm human. Okay.
Believe it or
not.
Yes.
Right? I'm human. And when it comes to, especially as women, to listen to our bodies and be obedient to our spirit. And by the way, not every health issue or matter is detrimental or, malignant or anything negative. Sometimes you just have to do a thing and do a thing. It's not like, oh God, me I did, boy, murder.
But sometimes it's serious.
But sometimes it's serious and sometimes it's not, but it needs to be done. You get what I'm saying? So not all medical intervention is done because you're on the verge of something bad or catastrophic. Sometimes you just need to
or if you do it early, then it won't get to the point of being catastrophic.
Right? So you have to be aware. So me being vulnerable, I thought about it and then I say, but you know what? Maybe there's somebody out there who needs to go and do an ultrasound, who needs to go and do that executive profile, who needs to take their blood pressure, who needs to go and take their sugar, who needs to go and get that whatever removed, or you know what I mean? And so sometimes it's like you are being used as a sacrifice to say, boy, Miss Kitty has done it, I can go and do it too, you know what I mean? Like, wow, Miss Kitty got through that. Because at the same time, I me authentic with my fans. Me not do the fake something. Me can't do the pretend something.
Right.
And the truth is, obviously, you're not going to explain or reveal every intricate detail. And because that's your health profile is your private business and your private affair. But you can share if it is, that you so choose. Because the same way the people support you in times of good, people support you in time of bad.
True.
And at the end of the day, human beings all are we. We all bleed. And a pure bulk syrup run through my vein. Even though I'm sweet. Hi, pure bulk syrup. Good morning.
Too sweet
to beat. However. But you also, I believe, with my community and my fans, who are a lot women-based, I need us to understand that we have to take care of ourselves so we can take care of our families. Oftentimes, we put everybody else and everything else before our health, and then sometimes it might be too late or it's too far gone. And so just let this be a little lesson to just deal with it. My thing, but if I shut it up, I'm just shut it up. But it would be remiss of me not to thank my medical team, my very awesome, capable, brilliant medical team. And that man right there, remember me tell you, my forever blessing and the blessing that keeps on giving. AA has been wonderful as well, even though Mommy, come in the ball pit. I said, Mommy, kid, come in the ball pit.
Ball pit still a kid?
Ball pit, she's there, come, yeah.
Ball pit still a kid?
Mommy, I want to go to the pool. Mommy, I want to go to adventure. Mommy, I want to go to the supermarket. Mommy, I want to go shopping. She asked her dad the other day, Daddy, I need money. What do you need money for, AA? I want to go to the restaurant. What do you need to go to the restaurant, AA? To get fries. Said, yeah.
Tell you.
I am very grateful to everyone. I have seen your comments, well, some of them. And I just want to say the outpouring, the love, the sincerity, the empathy, the concern, the support, and the prayers are all appreciated by my family. And of course, my wonderful mommy, Lady Marge O.D., my prayer warrior, my constant, nurse anesthetist emerita. I love you. Thank you all. And to my CVM family as well, to you, Dennis, as well, to Go for God family, my church family. I went to church on Easter Sunday. It was really very great. To Pastor Chris and everybody at Go for God. Thank you guys so very much. It was indeed wonderful. But back in the streets, like the white line, you understand? So I'm taking all bookings, have your money ready. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday's price is not today's price. Big up Tango, you know what I'm saying? Marcus, good morning. Yeah, no money flex. Then I'm come back.
No, look here, I've been sending people to Tango.
When I do, yeah.
I'll send them to
I'm
Tango.
up money people. I'm ready. Brand new, outside, new. Who new? Time signal. Big up Wayne Marshall. Choo choo choo. Choo choo choo. It's his birthday.
Woo 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 woo.
Woo 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 woo. Happy birthday, Wayne. And to my beautiful sister, Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, who, I don't know, Juliet age back way. Juliet like 2. You understand? So beautiful, so effervescent. Happy birthday,
Happy
Minister.
birthday.
I wish you all the best, continued growth and
National
success.
security.
I'm telling you, amazing lady.
Yeah.
Such a wonderful heart, a beautiful mommy and wife, and of course, Olympian and proud Jamaican parliamentarian. And we say we love you. Happy birthday, Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. And again, happy birthday to the one and only Tommy Osborne, good clean Osborne. Marshall in town. You understand? So big ups to Wayne Marsheezy for Sheezy. Happy birthday, Wayne. Have a great day and do enjoy your day.
All right.
And all the other persons too who are celebrating their birthday today or their anniversary. Happy birthday and happy anniversary to all of you. Hi. I missed you, by the way. Me not fret for you one time, you know.
Really?
You God know. Like messages, I don't say good wife I carry, you know, but
Illness has many faces. 1 in 4 people will be affected. Protect what matters with critical illness insurance. The time by Sagicor Life is
6:15. You could win a return on your taxes with your Sagicor Bank Business Credit Card. Pay your taxes with your Sagicor Bank Business Credit Card at Tax Administration Jamaica or online for your chance to be one of 2 lucky winners of $500,000 cashback. Earn an entry for every $100,000 spent on taxes between February 27 and April 15. Plus, enjoy a 1-month payment holiday up to 55 days interest-free and unlimited reward points. Visit Sagicor.com to learn more. Conditions apply.
New KFC Saucy Wings. Hot and spicy wings tossed in our irresistible sauce. Available in sweet red chili and citrus chipotle barbecue. KFC, it's finger licking good.
In need of a loan? AIM Financial is the place to go. We have loans from $20,000 to $3.3 million. Get a loan to pay school or college tuition, medical expenses, bills, fix up your house, buy furniture and appliances, repair or buy a car. And when you're done, take a vacation loan. AIM has a loan for any purpose. Call AIM today. You won't find a better deal elsewhere. Guaranteed.
This is Flow, Jamaica's fastest mobile network, as verified by Ookla. It's the result of a complete network rebuild, with more power backup to reduce outages and satellite backup for greater mobile stability. You can even make regular calls using Wi-Fi. Welcome to our new era of connectivity, and we're not stopping there. This is Flow, Jamaica's network.
who's back?
All right, 6:24 on this Thursday morning. It's a glorious Thursday. Glory, hallelujah. And guess what? You're right on time for the headlines. T.O.K. would say she's hot, she's blazing. Everybody knows her name. But we're just going to say T.O.K. What's
Good
up?
morning. Good morning. This just feels like we're back.
Rose of Sharon.
We're back. You know what I mean?
Guess
We're
who's
back.
Hey. Back again. Hey. Kitty's back. Hey. Tell a friend. Hey. Miss Kitty's back. Yes, she's back. Yes, she's back. Hey. By the way, I'm collecting all belated birthday presents.
No, man, never there, man.
No, like you tell, girl.
No, man, never there. Never there. It's gone.
Dennis, I'm going to take off your glasses and I can't see, you know.
When me say you come for your birthday, you
say, you say, yes, I.
You should have dropped it off at my house, SSP. Okay? I'm just saying. Hello, ladies. I'm collecting.
Tony K was here on our birthday.
Thank you.
Tony K was here on
so
our birthday. So
you collect your present them.
I'm still waiting. As I look around.
Need to never buy you the car. I heard Patrick say he was going to buy your Cartier watch.
See there?
That's what I had heard.
Well, I'm still, you know, maybe it got lost in the mail.
So DJ didn't buy you the date, just Rolex? That's what he said he was going to get.
DJ, behind that camera, what's happening?
And Daniel said he was going to send you to Saint-Tropez.
Oh, it get lost in the translation.
That's why you got to ship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let me jump in and tell you.
Good morning. Hi.
Let me jump in and tell you about this headline that I know has been making headlines.
Yes.
Education Ministry rejects JTA claims on shelter misconduct. The Ministry of Education and Youth is pushing back against allegations raised by Mark Malabva, president of the Jamaica Teachers Association, regarding inappropriate behavior at schools still being used as shelters after Hurricane Melissa. Malabva had claimed that displaced individuals were engaging in sexual activity in view of students and that the situation was disrupting teaching and learning. However, the ministry says it has received no official reports to support those claims following checks with regional officials and school principals. Minister Morris Dixon has described the allegations as serious and is urging the JTA to provide specific details, including dates and locations, to allow for a full investigation. While acknowledging the gravity of the claims, the ministry maintains that routine monitoring has not uncovered any evidence, as dozens of displaced persons remain housed across several school sites months after the hurricane.
Right.
Evidence.
Yeah.
For such an egregious allegation, I think it is very important that evidence, the date, the time, the video, if possible, witnesses, to give their account, because just proffering an allegation like that is not enough, because it is very serious.
We're just a me hearsay.
Yeah.
Me ears. Well, that's the definition of hearsay. But I reserve the right to call BS. I just don't believe you. I just don't believe him. I just find it difficult in this modern day and age where everybody has a phone, everybody's going live about something. Nobody, this app man is you one ear. I'm sorry.
It seems, and not that it is impossible, but it sounds a little incredulous because of the nature, as Dennis said. Because me I say, if something like that, me I say the people them now have, you know, coitus.
Right.
But in front of the children, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, during the school hours, and
it is
nobody
disturbing. Yeah, it's a little. I just need the proof, because if it is in fact happening,
it's hard to believe.
It needs to be cauterized now.
Because it's hard to believe, you have to do more.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, I would hope that in the teaching learning process, in the delivery of education service, it's a partnership. And so you have the schools, you have the administrators, you have the teachers, you have the students, the JTA, right? If the JTA has heard about it, then it would have been sent up through JTA representatives to the JTA. The JTA ought to make representation. You don't have to come out on a public platform and give the details. But I would think in the spirit of partnership,
document.
in the spirit of partnership, you call the police,
Yeah.
and you call
The minister.
the ministers who are to a meeting and say, look here,
Yeah.
I have these reports in
Yes.
this school
Yeah.
on this date at this time. These
yeah.
things are happening. Let us deal with this.
Investigate, yeah.
Like the first time everyone is hearing about this is you talking on one public platform. Me no know. Like the first time the ministers are hearing about it, the relevant ministers are hearing about it, is on the news because somebody had to cover it and report it. What kind of partnership are we talking about? That could mean like you have an issue as a citizens association, and the first time the police are being made aware of it is when you call a press conference. Clearly, you don't want partnership. You should have called the police, had preliminary conversations, and then now, if it not go where it should go,
Then
you
escalate
it to a press conference. I don't know. I don't really.
Yeah, no, I understand the incredulosity of it all. But I'll have more news for you at 7 a.m. Of course, that's it. That's all the time I have for the headlines.
You're so hot, girl. Thank you.
Thank you.
TK is that girl. Hello. Yeah. All right, guys, that's all the time that we have for the headlines this morning. And we're going to take a short break and come right back at you with Money Masterclass with none other than...
Author! Sorry.
Author!
That's my friendship Tourette's.
On all platforms, powered by
Author.
JN. It's CVM. It's Sunrise.
Author.
How to supply all of Jamaica with the highest standard of gas products to keep you safe and well taken care of. Choose well. Choose IGL.
The time by IGL is
6:30.
You take charge of praise and worship. We'll take care of your coverage. You take care of the farming, livestock, and fishing. We'll take care of your life insurance. You take care of business. We'll take care of the health insurance. Everyone deserves access to quality insurance. So, Sagicor Life has developed a suite of affordable insurance products offering life, critical illness, and health insurance coverage to specific groups at affordable rates for themselves and their families. Coverage for all. Care for you.
Every day starts with care. Care that's always close. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is where you go for everything you need. From your morning routine to life's biggest moments. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is always by your side. Whether it's prescriptions or household essentials, trust the care that's close to home. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed.
Jason has watched every World Cup from here, but not today, because he made all his purchases with Visa and won a trip to the FIFA World Cup 2026. Whoever uses their Visa the most wins. Pay with Visa.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jodianne Quarry.
Brought to you by
Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
When opportunity comes knocking, grab it. When I got my piece of land, I saw more than just soil. I saw a future. With a JN Bank Small Business Loan, I grew that dream and built a better life for my family.
Start your journey with a JN Small Business Loan with small business loans as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million. Visit jnbank.com or contact us on WhatsApp at 876-295-1298 to get started.
so great to be back, and having you back with us is always my pleasure. A resplendent morning to all of you, and welcome back to another Money Masterclass brought to you by JN Bank. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Brought to you.
That's fine.
Brought to you by
JN Bank.
That's right. Spring. Caught me slipping there. But I caught my slip. Spring is back, and it's close. It's upon us right now. And while you're thinking of cleaning up your house, you might also want to consider cleaning up your finances. I don't know who needs to hear this, but hear me. Ignoring the mounting debt that you have accumulated won't make it disappear. It's time to get things in order with a debt detox. I need you to get your pens and papers out so you can write the information down as to how to extricate yourself from financial debt. I have the illustrious financial educator, the author of Let's Talk Money, Kids. Let's Talk Money, viewers. Carlton G. Stew on all platforms. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mrs. Kitty. How are you doing? Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
You know what I just thought?
Talk to me.
Book number 2, Let's Talk Money, teens.
All right, then
let's talk money, moms.
Moms. Let's talk money in marriages.
You see that?
You see that?
Then it's
I'm just saying.
Let's set the contract. Intellectual property.
The title, yeah.
And then I hit the debt.
So let's talk money, but let's talk debt. Let's talk everything this morning. This morning when Denny starts the show, I saw the comments, where's Miss Kitty? Sending a purse for Miss Kitty. Then you say lonely, and then you run to and set the viewers under the comments, they were going wild.
Really?
They were so happy to have you back.
Family.
Yes,
I love you
I saw
guys.
that this
So never crazy. God no. When we said all pour in Carlton.
Yes, it was
and
good.
You know what? You sent me a message, and Jason from Freshers sent me a message. Nice. I literally teared up. Amen. And my fans and viewers, you guys made me tear up, and I'm so eternally grateful and humble. Thank you.
I went on Twitter because Twitter's normally a very mixed place with a lot of bad reviews and bad comments. Yes. When I look under your post, not one mess, not even one bad something there.
But
no, Biscuit, you know people steer sometimes. You know you have to do nothing.
Listen,
but when Sunday, I looked over Twitter,
all good comments?
All good, everything.
I don't really do the comments, right?
Yeah, okay.
I will glance, but I don't, because sometimes it can be very, But when I was at church on Sunday, I forgot, and they did a reenactment of the crucifixion, resurrection and so on. And then I cried, and I said to myself, wow, look at God, He walked the earth a sinless man, healed the sick, raised the dead, turn water into wine, and then nail him, then beat him, then crucify him. So who am I? So you have some people, just like you have some people nowadays, under the guise of prophecy. Them have bad mind, covetousness, grudgeful, under prophecy. Why not prophesy for your family? You're not prophesying for the man. All right, maybe go on.
Let's jump into dirty detox this morning. Detox. So we have just wrapped up the first quarter. Detox, man, flush out the bar impurities. Just wrapped up. But on Easter Monday, we looked at just doing an overall. It's spring to reassess how things are going. Yes. And TK mentioned that Carlton, let's break it a little bit better or a little bit more different areas that we can detox. So I want to jump in this morning because debt detox really is an intentional, structured approach to kind of eliminate unhealthy debt or bad debt that you have. And I say bad, I'm not meaning loans that you are not paying. I'm meaning the types of debt that you do have. Let us see how we can come together and be strategic in getting rid of them as best as we possibly can or as soon as we can. But I want to give you some statistics this morning before we jump into it. Approximately 57% of Jamaican household income is being used to pay debt. And that's alarming, that's high, because the standard is you really don't want to pass 30 to 45% of your income for any debt repayment. So it simply means that for every $100 that you earn, you're using more than half of that to pay debt. For every $1,000 that you earn, more than half of that is used to pay debt. For every $10,000 that you earn, you're paying at least $6,000 out of that $10,000 on debt repayment. So what are we living from if most of what we're earning then is we're using to pay debt? Yeah. Something is not adding up, And we need to take a look at it. 50% of bad debt here in Jamaica, based on the last report, is household debt. So Jamaica has about about maybe say $60 billion worth of bad debt right now. And half of that is household debt. Mere debt, for example, people debt, take out a loan for here and there. That's bad. It is bad because they cannot afford to repay the loan. So it simply means that people have debts piling up that they're not able to repay month over month for different reasons. And that is one of the reasons why when we trickle it down to the household, we need to take stock of doing a debt detox as individuals, how you and I can do things a little bit differently. But when do you know that you need to detox? You know, sometimes your body feels like you have too much sugar. Let me come for sugar a little. Let me come for alcohol a little. Let me come for fast food a little. Your body gives you a signal, something now go on. Your face puffy, your eyes them look puffy, your skin now look, come on for some sugar. So it is on the debt side. When do I know? So number one, if you are only making, for example, minimum payments on that credit card. So every month you get a credit card bill, Dennis, you cannot chip away from the balance. If that's what's happening to you, it's time for a debt detox. Number two, if your card is all maxed out, credit card is all maxed out, or you have several personal debts or personal loans. Personal loans are not, for example, car or mortgage. So anything outside of that sometimes called a personal loan. So you took a loan to go travel, you took a loan to go to carnival, you took a loan to get some designer pieces, you took a loan to stuff like that. If you have several of those loans, you took loans, you know, for so much furniture that you probably possibly don't need.
You
so
see
if
the girl
that you
sell her clothes in her suitcase and you take $50,000 worth or $100,000 worth.
That
and they
is a
cannot pay
personal
for the
loan.
girl clothes
Yes.
they never needed.
They never
but
needed
through
it.
your eye, red.
Then it's a true.
Yes.
Some go say people sell them clothes and
Yes.
you come take 5 shirts,
Yes.
3 pants, 4 shoes, 6
Yes.
belts.
The youth that sell them they sell him jewelry
You take
and you
too
go
much.
take too much. Carlton, you know, I've often wondered about those things, right? Because those things to my mind are a luxury, not a necessity.
It's a need.
And as my mother would say, don't hang your basket higher than where you can
reach it,
reach,
yeah.
you know, especially for clothes.
For
you know,
clothes
like
and those lifestyle
frivolous stuff.
exactly, for lifestyle kind of things.
Yeah.
But we have persons who are right at their peak right now with several of those. If you have anxiety when it's time to pay your loans and bills, you feel anxious and nervous because you say the pay just land. And by tomorrow it's done already because of bill payment and loan payments. It's time to assess, do I need to detox from some of these debts? You get good income, you get a good salary, but when the salary comes, you're still broke.
Yes.
If that's happening to you, it's time to assess, I need to detox some of these debts out of my system.
I've said this in Carlton, sometimes it's not that you're not earning enough, it's the lifestyle. Your lifestyle is burning out the money. It's not the pay, because guess what? If a crop with $1 million is still a crop.
Still a crop.
If I give you $1 million and you have bad money management, it's still never going to be enough.
Correct. And last, if the debt is controlling your decisions, it's time to do a debt detox. So if you are online, if you know somebody, share this content with them this morning. If you are in any of these categories or others where you're just not coping financially because of loans, it's time to do a debt detox. Let's look at some options. We have done this, I think, 3 years ago, and I thought it was very timely to resurface this information because we go through this seasonally. Number one, there's a method called the snowballing method when you are looking at clearing off some of those debts that you do have. What this is saying is that you will list all of your debts in order of the balances of each debt. So the smallest loan down to your largest loan. What you'll do when you list all of those loan balances, you'll start to attack the smallest balance loan first. What this does for you, it builds up some momentum. Because you pay off a one loan and you kind of feel good. You say, yes, we've done that one loan there. On to the next loan right now. So you'll pay your basic monthly payment on all of your loans, but any excess cash that you do have from your side hustle, any money left over from the salary, etc., what you do, you dump that balance of the money on the smallest possible loan. When that loan is now paid off, you now take that loan payment along with the other loan payments that are finished and you put it on the second smallest loan balance. So the idea of that snowball, because it now rolls into, you know how snowball works? It gets small, it just get big. That's exactly what will happen with your loan payments here now. So the smallest loan payment goes to the next smaller loan payment and it rolls over until you try to get rid of all of those personal debts that you do have. You have what's called the avalanche method, which is this option you are paying off the highest interest rate debt first, not by the balance. This is the better way because it saves you money over time because you're paying off the biggest interest balance first. So similar principle, you will list all of your debts, but in this case, in order of the interest rate. So for example, you may list to have your credit card debt first because that possibly is the highest interest rate debt. Then maybe your higher purchase, the ones from your courts, your Singer, your Lucky Dollar, wherever you took those loans from. Then you may have personal loans from like your microfinance companies, etc. So you're listing that order based on that and you pay off the highest interest rate debt first. Similar principle here. And lastly, you have, it says lastly really, if you don't have any other option, we try to consolidate all of the debts. Because what this does for you is to give you an easier monthly payment to make things and give you a little more liquid money in your hand. And what this will do for you is to get things under control. But if you don't have no discipline, it not going to work nonetheless.
Because somebody would take about 5 times the consolidate. I mean, I say, you never consolidate already.
Then it's have clients who consolidate this year and next year, and you come back again in the end of the year to consolidate again. Do you know why? Because they start, but they don't commit. You give them the money in their hand to do better, but your lifestyle did not change. Number 2, they don't change their habits. So them still live above their means. You still overspend. You still take the loan for go upon this and go upon. You still have the FOMO. See yourself, but you can't invest more. I said more, want to do this more. And you can't afford it, so you know where you don't. You borrow to go. That lifestyle is a change. And lastly, you are relying on motivation. You don't want to be motivated to get your life in order. You need discipline.
Consistency.
You need a system.
Accountability.
You need that.
Reality check.
You don't need motivation to get that done. You see, when your life depends on something, and I realize persons who sometimes make a drastic health turn, Dennis, is because maybe them get a news that, you know, it's fatal. If you not change right now, you're going to dead. Sometimes you don't need the more motivation, you know? Because you know, so right now, I eat this. And so it is from a financial standpoint, something that wake-up call. You need discipline, you need commitment in order for you to make a change in your financial life. So I'm going to encourage persons who are on this morning, if you're in any of these categories, I am advising you to get started, get your life in order. You know, let's talk about this. And lastly, let's talk money, kids. You know, let's talk money, kids. Buy the book, go on Amazon, go down Brand's bookstore, go buy Carby's souvenir, and buy the book. So your children will not end up in any of these categories this morning. Have a good day, guys.
Right.
Love it.
That was Money Masterclass. It was brought to you by JN Bank and presented by our financial guru and author of Let's Talk Money, Kids, Carlton G. Stu, on our platforms. Look here. We have some more money conversations coming your way after the break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Opportunity comes knocking, grab it. When I got my piece of land, I saw more than just soil. I saw a future. With a JN Bank small business loan, I grew that dream and built a better life for my family.
Start your journey with a JN Small Business Loan with small business loans as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million. Visit jnbank.com or contact us on WhatsApp at 876-295-1298 to get started.
New KFC Saucy Wings. Hot and spicy wings tossed in our irresistible sauce. Available in sweet red chili and citrus chipotle barbecue. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Scotiabank knows your first home is where you finally get to say, this is me. It's where memories grow, inch by inch. It's where hosting creates income and where your home can become a business. Or where little Peter take their very first step into a future you've worked so hard to build. And we know how important it is to capture those special moments. At Scotiabank, our goal is to help you find a home for your firsts.
Morning breaker, you dip on sight. I carry low till at night. If you feel weak anytime, remember all the goodness in life. That's the good part. That's That's the good part, Malta give. You put it out, it come back in. Malta, that's the good. If I don't tell you Malta, that's the good. That's the good part, Malta gives. That's the good. DMG, Malta, that's the good. Malta, the good you give.
Azan Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Bring back the fun of shopping. Discover the best finds in every aisle of amazing items. For your kitchen, your living room, your bedroom, or any room, Azan Supercenter has that perfect touch to elevate your space to the next level. Our team is ready to help you find what you are looking for you or someone else. So stop by our Crossroads store today and rediscover the fun of shopping.
Azan Supercenter, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
It's the last thing on their mind until it becomes the only thing on their mind. Critical illness has many faces. 1 in 4 people will be affected. Protect what matters with critical illness insurance from Sagicor Life.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by
Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
I'm me and the stylist, no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress. You charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
You be here so much like Lovely.
Welcome back, folks. Well, now that Carlton has gotten you out of your financial fog, it's time to start focusing on ways to make your money work for you. And Mayberry Investments has just announced its new $2.06 billion tranche 2 secured bond offering, and with fixed interest rate of 10.5% per annum, you could be on your way to investing big. Now, starting with a minimum investment of only 20,000 Jamaican dollars. You're not after rich. It's not necessarily for this perception that it's for the big the big boys only. With only $20,000, you could be in it. And we're joined now by Chief Executive Officer of Mayberry Investments Limited, Patrick Bataille, to hear more. Patrick, good morning to you.
Good morning, Patrick. How are you?
Not too bad. And
I
yourselves?
love this.
Yeah.
I always love this. And, Mayberry was very, well, to my mind, the pioneers in this regard in terms of allowing the average man who would usually think stocks and bonds are not for them, to be able to participate and understand that you don't have to be rich to start, but you have to start to get rich. So
Very
what
true.
is this tranche 2 all about? And I think I remember about tranche 1. Why are we having a tranche 2? And really, who is this for?
Sure. So tranche 2, really, Mayberry had a tranche 2. It matured in March of this year. This is part of our capital management strategy. So this is a refinancing of that tranche 2. So essentially we're going out to the market. Mayberry, as you called it out, was started by civil servants. So 20,000 minimum, 10,000 incremental after that. 10.5% interest in this market is a great interest rate, especially when you look at the BOJ rates.
Compared to what, Patrick? Because oftentimes we hear 10-point thing per annum, and I'm like, is that high compared to what?
So if you think about it, our central bank is doing interest rates at 5.5%. So you're basically talking about a 500 basis points increase on top of what you would get from the central bank. Not saying that the central bank product isn't good. I'm just saying
Mm-hmm.
we're given the privilege.
And it's key that the central bank sets that baseline for other institutions to follow, and you are now taking that and you're going further, which is what the market is supposed to do. What I want to hear a little bit about is, for instance, what will it be available, for instance, to persons, because persons with a lot of money are going to, of course, come to this. I suspect it will be oversubscribed very quickly. But like, what about? So. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it's gonna come out, and then within a few minutes it's gonna be done. My question though is, what about the persons who genuinely have $20,000 and they feel a little bit concerned that I'm not going to be able to get in amongst the people who are going to be making multi-million-dollar investments?
So it's a legitimate concern, hence it's a first come, first serve. So come April 13th, which is Monday, go to Mayberry's website, review this prospectus, and you can go onto our IPO center and sign up. We do suspect that we are going to have a high volume, particularly with Mayberry Investments announcing its strong earnings last week, increasing confidence in the firm.
Market, yeah. In terms of signing up, Patrick, for somebody watching this morning who is not a Mayberry customer, how do they get themselves involved? Do they need to come down to Mayberry, or do they need to go on your app? How do they sign up? And for somebody who may not understand, is there a financial advisor who can walk them through how to get started?
Sure. So great question. Two answers. You can either go down to the Mayberry office, but our preference would be, because we're very digital, you can go onto our website. We have a link you can follow through, and then ultimately somebody from our onboarding team will either reach out to you for any follow-up missing information, and you do have the option to talk to one of our sales advisors.
How easy is it to sign up? Because sometimes, again, somebody, Dennis, may hear this now, wow, Mayberry, $20,000, wow, no, I can afford it and be a part of it. But Lord, they're going to ask me tons of questions, Patrick, I can't bother. In terms of signing up, how easy is it?
It's very easy, no different than any other firm in the industry. Verification of address, proof of who you are, so driver's license, passport, source of funds. We have a dedicated team that has a vigorous checklist that can go through it. If they come down to the office, they have tablets, they'll come down with a tablet and walk you through it and make it as painless as possible.
Nice.
For those people who are still struggling to understand, because some of the times the technical terms, that's what keeps people on the fringes. They want to get into this investment. They don't know a stock from a bond, and much less a bond offering, a public bond offering.
With a tranche too.
Yeah, exactly what is taking place now. What is Mayberry coming to the market for?
Sure. So plain terms, a bond, basically you're lending Mayberry money for a defined interest rate. So 18 months, this is the tranche 2 is over 18 months at 10.5%. Ultimately, you're coming in at $20,000. If you think about it at maturity, I think that's around $3,150 you would have made over 18 months across quarterly payments, which is 6 quarterly payments. So I joke with some people, I say it's no different than partner draw, or susu, as they call it in New York. You're giving money in, but the beauty of it is our bond is secured.
Yes.
We have an underlying security collateral that your principal is protected. So ultimately, if God forbid, nothing will, but if something happens, you have first rights or power pursue on
to
it.
your money.
Correct.
And I'm glad that you said that as well, because a lot of the times persons are averse to getting a bond or a stock because of the risk. Lord, I don't want to lose my money. Lord, suppose it go down. Lord, I'm not going to be able to access. So I'm very happy that you have spoken to, as per Dennis's question, in terms of the security of the, because we don't have it, Patrick. I look it. We don't, Patrick, I cannot lose nothing. Damien, good morning, Mr. White. I can tell you, I said, Damien, right about now, remember me don't have it. I locate in the streets. I have my child, you understand?
That is right.
I don't have it to lose, Damien. I don't want to risk too much.
But with bonds, correct me if I'm wrong, persons who are more risk averse will tend to gravitate to something like bonds.
That's why I'm smiling.
Because they're much safer
That's
than
right.
other
less volatile
methods of investment.
Yeah.
So it's fairly certain that on May 11th, I'm going to get this, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. On May 11th, you'll get your principal plus interest, or over the 6 quarters, you would have gotten interest payments, and May 11th, you'll get your principal back.
I'm bonded to the Mayberry bond. I like the bond. I can sleep good.
You don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about things going up and down and what
Yeah.
this is selling for this morning, etc., etc., etc.
And as you said, you have a child. It's also a great opportunity for parents to open an account for their children.
You're ready to know. Patrick is ready.
Let's talk money, kids.
Listen, Patrick, ready? Patrick is a CEO. Chris Berry, good morning.
Let's talk money, kids.
Dan Theo, good morning. Look here, Patrick, graduate. I was just about to say, Patrick, may I ask, is it possible, to open a bond for a child? Because, Dennis is one of my daughter's godfathers, and he's rich. So I'm saying, instead of buying another toy, instead of buying another piece of clothing, can we open a bond for the baby?
You can open an account and ask people to put in $20,000 each into the tranche 2.
Well, hear what, folks? Guess what? Monday, April 13 is my son Jackson's birthday.
You see that?
For those of you who are asking, what should we get him? We're going to open an account.
Mayberry bond.
With Mayberry bond, tranche 2.
Yeah.
The answer is $20,000 into this bond.
You see that?
Yeah?
I like that.
Jackson?
We're setting up our children
April 13,
for wealth.
you know, I get that Super Mario game there.
He's going to get that plus the Mayberry bond tranche 2 up in this, but I love it. And so for all the aunties out there, hi Sharon, hi Sandy Solid, hi all the aunties in YouTube. Mayberry bond tranche 2. Do that for your children, your godchildren, and do it for those children to set them up for a wonderful and bright future. I really love this.
Yeah, you have school fees. You have
$20,000. Yeah.
That's right. Sounds like a plan.
Patrick, where can we find more information online regarding Mayberry and, of course, this
www.mayberryinv.com.
Very well. Chris Berry, good morning to you, sir. And good morning to the entire Mayberry team. All right, our guest, Patrick Bate, Chief Executive Officer of Mayberry Investments Limited, inviting you to get bonded. Your morning news is up next with TK Dawkins.
Take charge of praise and worship. We'll take care of your coverage. You take care of the farming, livestock, and fishing. We'll take care of your life insurance. You take care of business. We'll take care of the health insurance. Everyone deserves access to quality insurance. So, Sagicor Life has developed a suite of affordable insurance products offering life, critical illness, and health insurance coverage to specific groups at affordable rates for themselves and their families. Coverage for all. Care for you.
This is Flow, Jamaica's fastest mobile network, as verified by Ookla. It's the result of a complete network rebuild, with more power backup to reduce outages and satellite backup for greater mobile stability. You can even make regular calls using Wi-Fi. Welcome to our new era of connectivity, and we're not stopping there. This is Flow, Jamaica's network.
New KFC Saucy Wings. Hot and spicy wings tossed in our irresistible sauce. Available in sweet red chili and citrus chipotle barbecue. KFC, it's finger licking good.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. A section of Waterworks Road in Manor Park, St. Andrew collapsed Wednesday afternoon, leaving the area partially impassable after a motorist drove over the weakened surface. Carla Ramdeen tells us more.
A section of the road in Waterworks has recently collapsed, making it difficult for vehicles to pass. Now residents say the road should have been properly paved. The contractors are now on site assessing the damage. This was Waterworks Road in Manor Park, St. Andrew on Wednesday after a section of the road collapsed while a motorist was traversing the area. He detailed his experience.
I was coming up, right, on this road, very simple. Coming up on the Barber Green, it's raining. Another car burst this corner and come around and met me there, and I couldn't go any other way because I had to pull over onto the soft shoulder. Not the soft shoulder, but the road itself, which is under construction, which was covered. Nothing here was showing before. Just when I fell into that hole there, everything started to fall right around.
Following the incident, CVM observed the road being assessed by contractors who were digging and packing the affected section. CVM spoke with the contractor who explained that work on the road began less than a month ago and they were waiting for it to set before compacting it again, adding that Waterworks does not have a sewage line, so they were channeling one through the area. Delano Seavright is Member of Parliament for the St. Andrew North Central constituency. He says he has had discussions with Water Minister Matthew Samuda, NWC, HSAMC and NEPA.
Based on current indications, it is my view that the government may ultimately have to intervene directly to complete the necessary works and then seek to recover those costs from the private developer. All appropriate legal options are also being carefully examined because this matter has gone on far too long and the residents deserve resolution.
He says there's going to be a review of the approval process for developers connecting sewer lines.
Additionally, the government, in my discussions with Minister Matthew Samuda, will be reviewing how private developments and sewer connections are being approved and executed, as we are seeing too many instances where poor implementation is creating significant challenges for communities. So the broader issue requires urgent attention. We will, of course, continue to update on the progress made on these issues.
Carla Ramdeen, CVM News.
2 illegal graves have been removed from the entrance of the Port Maria Cemetery after they were discovered by Mayor Fitzroy Wilson on Tuesday morning. The discovery prompted the St. Mary Municipal Corporation to launch an investigation into the unauthorized construction. We go again to Carla Ramdeen.
The St. Mary Municipal Corporation has launched an investigation into the illegal construction of 2 graves at the entrance of Port Maria Cemetery. Mayor of Port Maria, Fitzroy Wilson, raised concerns after visiting the site Tuesday morning, noting that the graves appear to have been constructed over the weekend.
We've done our checks at the Municipal Corporation and we were trying to find out who would have given permission for those graves to be constructed. The issue is the Port Maria Cemetery is basically, it's almost filled to capacity. And of such, we do not encourage much burial or facilitate much burial. We mainly use our main cemeteries for the parish, is Whitehall Cemetery and the Unauthorized Bay cemeteries. So most of our revenue would come from those cemeteries.
Preliminary findings suggest that the cemetery keeper may have instructed that the graves be built in a restricted area. The graves have since been demolished.
It is now for us to investigate as to whether or not permission was granted for those graves or those graves were illegally constructed in the driveway to the cemetery. Because that is basically the entrance to the cemetery. And when we went there this morning, that is when I certainly was aware of it, because that is where we normally enter to go into the cemetery. And even so, the gate couldn't open properly because the graves were constructed almost at the fence side. So I'll definitely be getting to the root of this because this is not going to be tolerated. And those graves will be demolished.
Meanwhile, Minister of Local Government Desmond McKenzie is requesting a detailed report from the St. Mary Municipal Corporation. He emphasized that no one outside the municipality is authorized to dig or construct graves.
And it is unfortunate, and I'm hoping that the municipality does something about it. And whatever disciplinary action is to be taken, if anyone at the MC is responsible, then we are expecting that the strongest possible disciplinary action be taken against the individual or individuals. But I'm awaiting a report from the mayor, and then we will see where we go from there.
Carla Ramdeen, CVM News.
We go now to news in sports. Kia Alert, who was one of the nation's outstanding swimmers at the just concluded Carifta Aquatics Championships, copying 4 gold medals, couldn't contain her excitement at her individual performance and the team's overall performance. Among Alert's accomplishments was a personal best and a Carifta 13 to 14 age group record in the 50-meter freestyle. The team returned to the island on Wednesday, having ended 4th on the medal table based on number of gold medals won, 15, along with 14 silver and 21 bronze for a grand total of 50 medals. Barbados were tops with 23 gold, 13 silver and 11 bronze. Second was the Bahamas with 21 gold, 13 silver and 21 bronze, while Trinidad and Tobago were third, finishing with 20 gold, 19 silver and 20 bronze. The Jamaicans were, however, second in points scored with 754.5 points, with Bahamas topping the points table with 795. Leah Chin was competing in her final Carifta Games, while first-time participant Daniela Powell swam a national age group record for gold in the 11 to 12 50-meter backstroke and also took bronze in the 100-meter backstroke.
I'm really proud of them. We all came together despite it being hard on the third day especially. We all decided that we want to try our hardest. We really wanted to try and come first, but I'm really proud of them.
Well, I had a lot of fun. It was my last Carifta, like you said, and my 5th Carifta, so I've been through a bunch, but I'm glad it went out with a bang. I had a lot of fun with all my teammates and just had a good overall meet.
Since it's my first Carifta and I worked hard for it, I feel really good that I broke a record.
And head coach Gillian Millwood says the team showed that the gap is now closing between Jamaica and top swimming nations around the region in age group competition. Millwood says the preparation for the meet in the build-up showed in the team's performances.
I'm very excited. Relieved, definitely. It was a ding-dong battle for second and third, and we definitely didn't want to come home third at all. But the kids did what they had to do. We took advantages where we could. A lot of our athletes swam up, which was the #1 goal. Be better than you came in, because that's everyone's goal, and the athletes push that. And I'm absolutely proud of them. Proud of our coaches, the physio, the manager, the doctor. Everybody was on call, not missing a beat, because as you know, the longer you go through anything high performance is the more wear and tear on the body, the more you have to be talking and hyping everybody up. So I'm absolutely proud of all the energies, all the effort that came together to make this happen. I think I'm particularly more proud of the gap. The gap between first and second was over 100 points, 130 or something like that points last year. It's only 41 points this year. So Jamaica swimming is moving.
I think this was an excellent performance. What made it so is that all main teams, the major players in the event, Trinidad, Bahamas, Cayman, a number of teams showed up with full teams. So the points were spread across. So even though we didn't get as many points as last year, we certainly win a lot more finals this year. So I'm pleased with the performance.
And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by
Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
me and the stylist, no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, you charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early, but Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's a live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Absolutely amazing. So happy, so thankful to be back. And thank you for sticking with us here on Sunrise on CVM. Now, do you guys remember free nights? Listen to moi. When you put on the credit on your phone and the free nights, when you could have sent credit to somebody, you should get the free nights the way happy. Digicel did that. When you could send credit to your friend, send credit to your mother, Digicel did that. Do you remember the give me five? Give me five, give me five. Listen, so I'm saying, do you remember? That's all, people. Let's go. Hello. Do you remember Usain Bolt in that outfit, Tessan Chin singing, I Octane singing, and of course your Queen Diva Miss Kitty as Usain's assistant? Hello! Do you remember text and get $200 free? You remember them? Get text free. You remember them free text something there? Let me tell you, as I'm looking and thinking back about Digicel, this song is coming to my mind right now. I know my husband knows the singer. I don't right now. But I think, rolling back the years, Digicel keeps holding on. Digicel keeps holding on. Now, for years, the bigger, better network has been keeping us connected to friends and family, yard and abroad. Now, this month, Digicel marks 25 years since they first stepped onto the scene here in Jamaica, and they're celebrating in a big way with pop-up events and giveaways, as their major birthday bash is right around the corner. And over the years, I've been so honored and happy and humbled to be one of their brand ambassadors. And everybody knows that I wear the Digicel brand proudly. And we have done so much. The Digicel Foundation done a town, the night run. Give her the Suzuki. Remember the Suzuki? Look here now. Look here. I don't need to tell you. Joining me this morning to share all the details are the head of marketing at Digicel, Nicolette McFarlane, and consumer marketing manager at Digicel, Jodianne Reed Simpson. Ladies, am I touching your nerves this morning?
You are. We're in the fields.
Did you feel it?
We're in the fields.
Do you feel it? Guys,
I'm a little emotional.
I got it.
Can't run the
You say both? Digicel, oh my God. Shelly and friends are
far where I come from, you know.
Listen, we now forget where I come from.
That's a fact.
And when it comes to celebrating, Digicel has been a part of the fabric of Jamaica in terms of celebrating in a big way. people used to wait with bated breath for our Christmas promotion as to what we're going to drop this year. I've gone across the length and breadth of Jamaica, selling phones, going with the music truck, hopping off the truck, hyping up the people. Listen, it's been amazing, right?
Sure.
What has been your favorite part about the 25-year journey?
Oh, girl, that's a hard question to ask. I mean, first of all, I have to say that it has been our distinct privilege to be able to power and connect Jamaica for the last 25 years. That's a big deal. You know, Digicel, it didn't just appear from anywhere. We're born and grow right here in Jamaica. So we are 100% made in Jamaica. You know, it doesn't get more Jamaican than that. And we're also madly and passionately in love with our country and with our culture. So in terms of our favorite parts, I mean, it's really been about meeting our customers where they're at, you know, getting into the streets, talking to customers, talking to Jamaicans, interacting with everyone. That has just really been, I think, really core to who we are and how we show up for our people.
Well, the 25 years, Digicel has grown exponentially, expanded, expanded in terms, not just in terms of telecoms, but just in terms of how you show up for Jamaicans in the community, vis-a-vis the Digicel Foundation, the different projects on which you work, you know, supporting the Miss Kitty Blood Drive, supporting the Miss Kitty School Tour, and so many other aspects, you know, Paralympians as well, right? Special Olympics. Talk to me about those 25 years in terms of what you've done and what is it that you're celebrating at this 25th anniversary?
So over the years, we have just been showing up for our customers in the most ways. So one of the things that we actually pride is that everything that we do actually comes from our customers. And this year with our theme where we're actually powered by you, this Digicel 25th anniversary is all about what our customers want from us and us basically thanking them for really sticking with us because they have options, right? They truly do, but they have shown up for us, they have grown with us, and we are just very thankful for them. And this anniversary, we're focused on giving them back so much more. So we would have kicked off things on April 2nd with a very amazing offer. I mean, we dropped it on the 1st, and persons were like, all right, this must be an April Fool's.
I've read some messages that we got about that people kept
we are
on a serious.
Like, no, I joked to you.
But we're so true to our customers. So when we said, only thing you needed to do was to visit a Digicel store, and with 2,500 Jamaican dollars, you can get a brand new Samsung S26 when you sign up for any postpaid plan.
Nicolette, that's why when I saw it, to see me,
the amount of messages the messages, oh my God, girl, are you sure this is true? This must be a prank. I said, well, the only way you're going to find out is to show up at a Digicel store. So big up all the people who actually showed up. We had some persons camping up from like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
4 a.m. Them time I'm still a draw snoring.
Draw bungy.
So I was very shocked. I mean, we woke up in and we saw photos and videos of people. Somebody all bring camping chair, sleeping bag. But guess what? They walked away with a new S26 just like that. So
beautiful to believe. Don't be a Didymus. Don't be a doubtful Thomas. Be a Digicel customer, okay? A Digicelarian.
A Digicelarian.
You see that? Stephen, good morning. But not even charge you for that. Stephen, but not even charging you, sir. Good morning. I got to tell you, our CEO, you know what I mean? I won't even charge. I'm a Digicelarian, okay?
Digicelarian.
So, but Nicolette, it doesn't stop here with the deals in stores that people can go and enjoy now.
Yes.
You have a big birthday party.
We
do. A big bash coming up.
Talk to us about that on April 18 and what the customers can enjoy.
How you gonna have a birthday, especially a big birthday like your 25th, and you don't have a big birthday bash, right?
So?
It's very true, 100%, right? So what we decided to do was, okay, it's our birthday, but we want to celebrate with our customers, with Jamaicans, with people who made us who we are.
Yeah.
So it's happening on Saturday, April the 18th. Our anniversary is actually Sunday the 19th,
Yes.
but nobody not gonna go party on
Right.
Sunday. It's a Saturday night affair. It's gonna be at the Digicel headquarters in downtown Kingston. In the parking lot, we have an amazing lineup. So we have acts like Chris Martin, we have Valiant, we have Tessa Anchin,
Nice.
Keen Fennell, Jermaine Edwards.
Yes.
Who else am I missing? Verlando Small. I think we have a couple of special guests. They call name by accident.
Yes.
And I won't do that.
And you know how Digicel is with the surprise.
Rolling.
Yes.
Right? And of course, we are going to be supported by the hostess with the mostess, Mrs. Kitty, right? And also
fresh on the block, you know what I'm saying?
On the block, right? We can't do it without Kitty. And we're also going to be joined by Christopher Johnny Daly and Natalia Suarez Brown.
Nice, wonderful. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I remember the days of going to the RKA building in New Kingston before we expanded to downtown Kingston. And we've had some really memorable moments there in terms of getting tickets. Because a birthday party, I know 25th birthday party, a big something. What kind of dress code we for coming? How it go? I dress up to the nines, a frill frock and gloves, or how it go? Hairstyle 29-piece.
Doll down.
Doll it down. And is it like? Do we have to pay to come in?
No, it's free. Jody, tell the people. Tell the people.
Jody,
it's not free.
So what we're asking persons to do is just come on down our customers. We want you to represent Digicel. Okay. So wear your red. You want to do a hint of red. If you want to do your long floral, just come out and just represent Digicel. Come cute.
Cute and girly.
Cute and girly.
And as a top general, I like it.
And I'm have a sharp like a razor.
Absolutely. Guillotine. So talk to me about the start time.
Sure. So we actually open the gates at 5 p.m. and the event starts at 6:30 and we go all the way up until 1 a.m. on Sunday. So when we say party, we mean party.
And are you going to have giveaways? Because you know we love giveaways.
Of course. We're going to have giveaways.
So if you look in the dictionary and look for Digicel and synonyms, you're going to say freeness, you're going to say giveaways, you're going to say niceness, you're going to say extraordinariness. Right?
So tickets are available at all our retail stores. And the only thing you have to do is to actually just go in. You can buy any SIM, top with $1,000 or more, sign up for Digicel Plus or Digicel
which you'll be doing anyway.
Which you'll be doing anyway.
Yeah.
And you get 2 tickets to come to the big birthday bash. Also, we're going to be doing giveaways on social, and you can also opt in on the My Digicel app. But the sure way to get your ticket is to definitely visit our retail stores.
Love it. The My Digicel app, Nicole. Talk to me a little bit about why a person should download that app if they've not yet done so, and what are the benefits to be derived from having the Digicel app on your phone?
I'm glad you've asked that question. So I'm not sure why anybody wouldn't have the app on their phone. It makes managing your account
no, them just fly in. Them have it.
All right, so fresh off the jet, I will forgive you. So it's easy to download. First of all, it's in all app stores, you know, the Google Play Store and the Apple Store. You have to forgive me, I'm a new iOS user. I don't remember what name. But you can download the app. You can manage your prepaid account, your postpaid account, your Digicel Plus account. If you have kids, you need to send them credit, activate a plan for them. You need to pay somebody's bill or your own bill. You can do that right in the palm of your hand in a matter of minutes. The good thing as well is that, you know, whenever we have any giveaways, promotions, excitement, there's always an opportunity for you to win in the app by doing things like opting in, which is an option that pops up once you pay your bill, once you send a top-up, once you activate a plan. So it makes it very convenient. You get to do what you need on your accounts on the go anyway there.
Absolutely amazing. Jordan, what you want to tell your customers, why should they come downtown come April 18 and to come enjoy the big birthday bash party like this, nobody's business, all for free courtesy of Digicel?
So the reason why you need to come down is to celebrate with us. So we are acknowledging you and saying to you that we're thankful for all that you've basically done for us. We thank you for actually sticking with the network. And this is your way of partying with Digicel. And when Digicel has a party,
it's a party.
It's a party. I remember our 10-year party, as I told you about out by Port Royal. Let me tell you, girl. Absolutely amazing and so memorable. And that's one thing I know, that Digicel always goes above and beyond for the customers so that they have a great time.
Absolutely.
Is there any other information that you'd like to disseminate this morning to your customers about Digicel's 25th anniversary celebration?
I will say one thing, that S26 offer, where's the camera? I must look into that one there.
Sure, yes.
Listen,
right, DJ.
All right, so a couple of things, right? You see that S26 offer you guys saw the other day and you thought it was a joke. One of the other questions we've been getting asked is, "Una gonna do it again?" There's only one way to find out, right? So if you're not following us on social media, you need to do that quick and fast. Find us at Digicel Jamaica on Facebook, Twitter, now known as X, and on TikTok, and of course on Instagram.
Very well. All right, guys. So see you on April 18, downtown Kingston. Digicel turns 25. The big birthday bash. And your Queen Diva will be there live and in living color with a nice clean skin. I'm if I tell you about it.
That's a fact.
Clock that tea. All right, I'm a Digicelarian, okay? Hello, somebody. All right, guys, that was the head of marketing, Nicolette McFarlane, and consumer marketing manager, Jody and Reed Simpson, celebrating 25 years of Digicel Jamaica. Hello. It's time to head to another break, but don't go far. We've got more coming your way right after these messages.
It's your birthday, girl. Your birthday, girl. You're a superstar. Yeah, that's who you are. Well, it's a birthday, girl, and I know for do your thing, you're shining and glistening. You got the man and whistling when you're passing, girl. Your body does a swing like dum, dum, dum. Girl, I know for do your thing, girl. I like your style, but you're really gonna drive me wild. But I really wanna keep you smiling, girl. Come on, let's party. Girl, we gon' party like it's your birthday, like it's your birthday. You're a superstar. Major, go for ya. You're a superstar.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by
Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
It's the last thing on their mind until it becomes the only thing on their mind. Critical illness has many faces. 1 in 4 people will be affected. Protect what matters with critical illness insurance from Sagicor Life.
Employers, your hard contribution builds a stronger workforce and strengthens the economy. It's not just contribution, it's transformation. The time by heart is...
New KFC Saucy Wings. Hot and spicy wings tossed in our irresistible sauce. Available in sweet red chili and citrus chipotle barbecue. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Tired of the high interest rates and the whole heap of loan payments every month? Take a debt consolidation loan from AIM to pay credit card bills and all other high interest rate loans from other institutions. Make one low monthly payment to AIM and take home some extra money in your pocket. That's financial freedom. One loan, one low payment, more money in your pocket. Call AIM today to lower your loan payment. And remember, you won't find a better deal elsewhere. Guaranteed.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Thanks for staying with us, Sunrisers. Well, you ever feel like there just aren't enough hours in the day to get everything done? Emails piling up, documents taking forever, and you're just wondering if there's an easier way to do this. Well, that's exactly where technology is stepping in to make life smoother, to make work smarter. And this morning, we're looking at how one Jamaican company is using cloud tech and AI to help businesses and even students save time and get results faster. Joining us this morning, we have the Chief Executive Officer of a particular presence called Particular Presence, Delton Phillips. Good morning. How are you?
How are you doing this morning? I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Well, first of all, congratulations on a very good name for a company. Nice. When I saw that, I was like, Particular Presence. Nice. Why didn't I think of that? But that's why you're the entrepreneur. Right. Tell us, for those who don't know, what Particular Presence is, because you're big on Amazon.
Right, correct. Yeah, so Particular Presence is a software development and technology company. Mm-hmm. We are an Amazon Web Services partner. So as you might know, Amazon Web Services is the largest cloud platform in the world, and all throughout every single continent. And if you think about Netflix, you think about Amazon.com and all that, it's all running on AWS infrastructure. So our organization, what we do is that we help companies build what we call scalable, resilient applications, infrastructure on top of Amazon. So just like you realize when Christmas is coming, Amazon.com doesn't crash. We help organizations build their solutions so that they can deal with load, they can deal with all the variances that come with having an application or technology.
In your line of work, the quality of what you do is defined by a certain vision that companies like yours have. You see problems,
right,
and then you see solutions.
Right.
What are the kind of problems that you're trying to solve, especially for business to business?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Yeah, and that's such a loaded question because there's so many problems. I think, especially in Jamaica, one of the things that you see missing here is the ability for businesses to conduct transactions between each other digitally. And what you find happening is that there's a lot of manual human intervention, but what I've experienced and what we've done with lots of other companies is that they're utilizing things like APIs, having software speak to software, so that you remove the human intervention, and so you find transactions happening a lot faster. So that's one of the big ones that we're seeing, where you see a lot of friction. You've done RTGS or bank transfers.
Yes.
It takes a long time, and you're like, but I'm just moving money from here to there. Protocols are there, but then what happens is that you can strengthen those protocols, in other lines of business, not just banking. So insurance, whatever industries. So we work with insurance companies, for example, to build out solutions that accelerates the experience for customers and the organizations themselves.
Especially small and micro enterprises, there are some things, there are some processes, there are some systems that they're really working hard, but maybe not working smart, maybe wasting time.
Right.
What are some of the things that companies like yours can offer to these kinds of businesses to make them not waste so much of their time and to work smarter?
Yeah, good question. So from a high level point of view, training and awareness and education is one of the biggest ones, right? So I know a lot of people are talking about AI now, but a lot of small businesses, medium size, even large enterprises still do not know how to benefit from that. So everybody understands ChatGPT, but how do I take that same type of capability and apply it to my business? So the first step for us is education, understanding what your organization needs are, what are the problems that you're facing, and then what are some of the areas that you could tackle that would bring the most value, which is why we're talking about even our document processing software, which we will talk a bit about.
Well, let's get straight into that document processing software, because that I think can be a potential game changer in the market if utilized the right way.
Right. Yeah. The main thing for the document processing software is, so what we're saying is that what we want to do is accelerate the data in organizations faster. So if you think about what typically happens, if you fill out any forms anywhere, like I'm doing some insurance and I had to fill out a back pain form, for example. When you fill that form out, you submit it to somebody, that person submits it to somebody else, they have a stack on their desk and they're typing it in. It takes a while for that data to get into any system, for anybody to be able to take any action on that. What our solution does is that it will allow you to take that stack, you just scan them in, so you have a scanner that feeds it, you feed it into a scanner, generate a PDF or images or whatever, and then what happens is that our software reviews those documents, extracts all the content, the data off those forms or any documents, and then has a screen for a human to review if you want, and it gives a confidence score. So it says, it's 90% confident that this is actually a or this is cat or dog, or this is back pain, toe, knee, it will do that. And then a human reviewer just says, okay, move it on. And then once you've confirmed that it's good, what happens next is that data can go into any other system. So if you are...
I find this fascinating. I mean, coming from an education background, I can see where maybe we can optimize, maybe CXC, CAPE can optimize the processing of paperwork, marking. Right. I see where a teacher is saying, give me that software. A school is saying, we need to mark SBAs faster.
Right.
Can this be applied to systems and to educational service delivery and not just, business?
Right. Good. Yeah, great question. Yes. I will tell you that one of our, not for this software, but the CXC is one of our customers. Not for this software, but generally speaking, many organizations are looking at using this technology to be able to do that. And yes, it can be done. So, for example, you mentioned an SBA, for example. Generally speaking, if you extract that data from that document, because it's handwritten,
yes,
then you can. What we have is we have a node in the software that has like LLM validation, which is using a large language model. So you've heard about Claude or whatever ChatGPT is, but there are quite a few other models.
Yes.
You can then say, look in these documents if you see references to certain things. Did the student do X, Y, Z? And you can put those validation checks there, and it can come back and say it did it at a certain level, but it didn't. But then you need scoring, and there's a lot more.
You need a human element to it, of course. It's not replacing humanity, but it's making us more efficient. Finally, then, who, when you design products like this, what kind of company, somebody watching this conversation is trying to figure out, is this for me? Who is this for?
Yeah, so it's for any company that has lots of, documents, paperwork, especially, let's say you're in a small manufacturing or any business like that where you get lots of handwritten or receipts like a delivery man or whatever, but you need to keep track of all these things, and you need to get them into your accounting software, you need to get them into anything else. Those companies would benefit the most. But generally, we have an AI practice in our organization where we are using this same software to say, recently a large organization needed to process 1,500 documents and correlate documents with each other. Their team went off and did it. It took them 3 weeks. The software did it in a few hours, but the overall time was like a few days. Software plus humans, just making sure.
I'm imagining a particular organization that has to do thousands of handwritten timesheets for overtime, saying particular presence is the way to go. Thank you so much for being a visionary.
Thank you.
Fascinating stuff. This has been Tech Time, the kind of smart thinking that we love to see, making life more efficient, one solution at a time. Big thanks to the Chief Executive Officer of Particular Presence, Delton Phillips, for joining us this morning. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We have a conversation coming up that might hit close to home.
So life nice when you eat good. Natural feed, fresh grass, no stress. Stress? I don't know her. They say happy cows make better milk. Well, just look how happy we are. And I'm sure you can taste the difference. So move to the best milk ever. True Milk. Every day starts with care. Care that's always close. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is where you go for everything you need. From your morning routine to life's biggest moments. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is always by your side. Whether it's prescriptions or household essentials, trust the care that's close to home. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed.
It's the last thing on their mind until it becomes the only thing on their mind. Critical illness has many faces. 1 in 4 people will be affected. Protect what matters with critical illness insurance from Sagicor Life.
I'm me, the stylist, no scam and not style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress. You charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
Tune in to Lead Story. Weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by
Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
To me. Lovely. Good morning, my YouTubers. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to Sharon. Good morning to Pauline. Good morning to Una. And to each and every one of you.
Morning, folks.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you so very much for tuning in.
When you're not on the show, you get to be a YouTuber. And then, like, when I comment, people are like, is this really him? I'm like,
yes. But good morning to all our loyalists and good morning to all our newbies. Please do remember to hit the like and subscribe button and always remember to spread the word. All right.
That's
so
right.
The sunny side of TV is always with us. You know what I mean? Hello. Yeah. So thank you. And we're putting in the work, hitting your targets, and, you know, we're doing everything right on paper, Dennis, but somehow, sometimes you're just not getting the promotion. It's just not coming. It keeps eluding you. This may sound familiar to a lot of persons this morning.
So you're not getting the job.
Are you not getting the job? Yeah, right? But this morning, we're going to be unpacking what might really be holding you back. And spoiler alert, it's not always about your qualifications, okay? We're talking presence,
Yes.
we're talking perception,
Yes.
and the leadership skills that don't show up on your resume. Breaking it down with us this morning are the marketing manager of Make Your
Not
Mark
the managing
Group.
director? Managing
what me
director,
say?
marketing manager.
You know me cry? You have to sit with me. Remember, you understand? Yeah. The managing director, darling, of the Make Your Mark Group, Dr. Jacqueline Cook-Lloyd, and transformational lifestyle and image consultant, Jane Michelle. When I saw this, I said, hello, somebody, multi-hyphenate, you know what I'm saying? Add that to your resume. Right. Good morning, ladies. Welcome, Sunrise. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Well, Doc, you are obviously dressed to the nines, and I love it. And I love this
Always.
because people say, oh, it's early morning, and I can't bother to do pearls at 6, and I can't bother to do my face and do the makeup and do the hair. How important is our presence or deportment and what we carry in our character outside of our resume that makes it more important than just what you are qualified to do to get you that promotion or even, as Dennis said, the job?
I always tell people you have 3 to 7 seconds before people tune out. As a matter of fact, walking towards me, I've already made a judgment. We're very judgmental as a people.
Yes.
So if your first hit is to make an impression, you therefore need to put yourself together properly. We're a visual people.
Yes.
And if we're visual people, it means that you need to, whether you like it or not, it's a part of our DNA, and you need to buy into that. And when I say visual, it doesn't mean that you're going to be buying expensive clothes or putting on a lot of makeup, but you need to be presentable.
Yes.
And the fact that you've taken time to present yourself, it also says something about you.
Absolutely.
How much time will you put into my job?
Yes.
How will you see my job? If I send you to represent me at a business meeting locally or overseas, how will you look? How will you present? Will you be on time? Will you see 6 o'clock being too early? Therefore, you're disqualifying yourself if you're not showing those signs very early.
Jane Michelle, there is something about some people. They walk into a room and they add value to that room. They walk into a meeting and they improve the quality of the meeting. And there are some people who are forgettable. What in your mind is the difference between that person who adds value?
Okay, so the difference is that person is being intentional. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. The art of presentation is something you have to curate. You have to be intentional about your deportment, your overall image. Your image is your logo, how you want to look, your general disposition, right? How well you're groomed. You have to pay attention to this, and you have to be intentional about it. So really, that is the difference.
As I often say, I say people should dress how they want to be addressed. Because as Dr. Cook-Lloyd is saying, even though we want to say, oh, don't judge. If me see I come down the road and you look tattered and look like dog bite your clothes, I'm going to clutch my handbag because you look like a thief. But you may not be, but because of how you're presenting, you seem menacing.
But the thing is, and I think Jane Michelle can speak to this, because there are some people, they don't look like dog bite up them clothes, but they're just something different.
Dour.
And I say this to you because Jane Michelle miserable about little things.
It's the details.
It's little details that she'll like. I don't like how that color look.
Yes.
It cock off or something.
You have to pay attention to the details.
What is it about the details though?
Okay, so now the presentation, a lot of people may be saying, but what is presentation? So let me say briefly, right? When you are in a work environment where you alongside your colleagues all have similar accomplishments, accolades, qualifications, what is going to set you apart?
Yes.
This is where the presentation comes in, and it's an asset that you have at your disposal. So again, curate it. And what is your presentation? Again, it's how you dress, how well groomed you are, poise, posture, because a lot of people ignore these things, right? When you step out, a person who is well dressed, not only does it show confidence, but to someone looking on, it says that person is competent.
You have promotion ability.
Exactly. So you have to position your presentation in such a way that it's in alignment with your ambitions and goals.
But what if the person says, but Jane and Dr. Cook-Lloyd, though, I'm not a stylist. I honestly, with the best intention, Dennis, I just don't know that this lapel is too big. I put on the jacket, it's clean, it's nice, I've tried, but I don't have your skills. So where do I go to acquire this skill, Jane, to present in a way that would make me eligible for a promotion.
And that is where you seek resources, right? And you come to a seminar like the one that is coming up to get all the information.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to say to all the Sunrisers out there, this year, step into the winner's circle. Like Natoya, right? Be in the winner's circle. Dress like a winner, walk like a winner, talk like a winner. Find where winners are and gather information.
But Dr. Cook-Lloyd, let's take it corporate, like maybe high corporate. There are persons who they meet their targets. They hit their KPIs. I'm a hard worker. I hear this all the time. I'm a hard worker.
And them overlook
but they overlook me, and people are fight me, and people are hold me down, and she just come and she whatever. And then people cast aspersions and speculate about why that person and not me. What could be at play though?
I always tell people, I use the acronym CAMP. Yeah, CAMP. Are you able to collaborate? That's something that is overlooked quite a bit. Do you collaborate well? Looking at your peers across departments. Are you action oriented? What do you do? Are you strategic? Metrics. Do you know your metrics? Do you know the numbers? The operational background of your organization? You know, do you understand do you have the mindset?
Yeah.
What mindset do you have?
Yeah.
Any organization is looking for somebody who is forward looking. You're going to be taking all the things that you're learning outside. You're going to be bringing in new information. And of course, the people side. Are you able to manage a team? Are you able to work with people? What does that mean?
That last one is clutch. That last one is clutch.
Yeah.
Because there are so many people who want a promotion and they don't like people.
And they say too, and they will say, me not like people. Okay, well, be a mortician then.
Yeah.
Like, why are you here?
Or work in your corner,
Yeah.
doing your thing, but I'm not going to put you in charge of more people if you don't like people.
And I've heard you say at the lunch desk or among your friends, me not like people.
But what we need to recognize is that the promotion that you want might not be the one that you should get.
True. I like
and
that.
many of us are going after jobs we should not be in.
I like you. You're great to know.
Because you have been in this particular field for a while, you probably need to be moving.
Yes.
If you don't like people, but this requires you to have that kind of skill set, move somewhere else.
True.
And to me, it's always important as somebody who's in corporate or anywhere else, know yourself.
Yes.
And we don't spend enough time getting to know ourselves. You've gotten a degree, you got a job, and you've gone a progression. But should you have been there? Should you be there still?
Yeah.
You maybe should have been moving in another direction.
Yeah.
Because your skill sets, your winning skill sets reside somewhere else.
So
you should be moving.
So how
towards.
does coming to Make Your Mark seminar, the Make Your Mark seminar, for somebody who is listening now and they're nodding like, yes, I can relate to what you're saying. Yes, Jane, what you're saying makes sense. How can they come to Make Your Mark to learn and acquire these skill sets and soft skills, which are equally important?
Okay. Well, Make Your Mark has a suite of programs, and we work with organizational development. But the immediate program, which is a 2-day middle managers conference coming up May 6 to 7 at the Pegasus and online, we have over 30 presenters. We're talking internationally. We're talking from at least from 4 continents, and we have 15 sessions over the 2 days. And we're talking about the majority of them being CEOs or they're senior executives who've been there. They've walked the talk. They know the journey. So they've made the mistakes. They know how to give you the kind of tips. So this is 2 days. We call it a 2-day immersion. When you come in for those 2 days, you'll network with the best. You will be able to ask questions, and you'll be able to learn all the things that are required for your development and for if you want to get a promotion or if you want to move into other fields.
Awesome.
And sometimes promotions may not necessarily be in the office, but promote your mind.
Promote your mind, upgrade.
Absolutely.
Yeah, upgrade.
Absolutely.
Love it, Jane, love it.
That definitely is a very...
Jane is promoted. She's a transformational lifestyle.
That is it.
coach.
An image consultant.
How you like my fit today?
Impeccable.
Yeah. How about mine? Like Coco Bella's.
This morning when I was putting it together, I was
Fabulous.
like, Jane,
Fabulous.
Jane, this is for you.
I want a promotion. You see?
So we know Jane will be on the program as well.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
of course.
look forward
And
to
I'm looking
having
forward
Jane
to sharing definitely and expounding more on the variables of presentation. So
Absolutely.
Love it.
That's a very necessary perspective shift a lot of us needed. Many thanks to our amazing guests, the Managing Director of Make Your Mark Group, Dr. Jacqueline Coke-Lloyd, and Transformational Lifestyle Image Consultant, Jane Michelle, for those insights. Don't move, because when we come back, we're going to be putting all of this into action right here live in studio.
I did something I should give.
I should love it.
Very delicious sweet treats, I gotta tell you.
All right.
Soon come.
Me and the style is no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, no charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early, but Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody-Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hawkeye, securing what matters most. The time by Hawkeye is 8 a.m.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Welcome back, Sunrisers. All right, listen, we've talked the theory. Now it's time to see how it plays out in real life. We're turning the studio into a mini makeover and interview zone, and our hosts are under pressure. They've got 1 minute to style their candidates and another minute to get them interview ready before facing our expert panel. So no pressure at all, right? Let's see who understood the assignment. And I know Mrs. Kitty is up first, so they have their candidates.
Yes, Renee, Region 6, you're right, lovely.
And your 1 minute to dress your candidate starts now.
Okay, so come Renee, let's see. We're going for the interview and we're getting the promotion. What color do you like? You know what? Orange?
No,
because I saw her hair, the streaks in her hair.
Yeah.
So put on the orange jacket. No, let me see it. Is that blouse? You like it? I do. How do you feel about it? Because you have to feel good in the thing in order to present it well. You know what I mean? Or if you see another color that you think will accentuate your features, that look nice. Yeah, again, Portia seems similar, I guess so.
Mama is hair.
Mama is hair. Jamaica children. Okay. Oh, see that? I love the little. I like the thing. The little embellishment there. Your pants and your shoes. You see that? It looks very nice. On trend. How do you feel? Feel comfortable? Very well. Okay. Tell me how you feel.
Yes. I actually feel comfortable. I feel like I would definitely.
Give me a walk. Show me a walk. Okay. Beautiful.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And your time is up, Mrs.
Okay.
Kitty.
Yeah, okay.
Your
all right.
candidate has been dressed. Please take your position again next to her. So now we have Dennis, your candidate is
All
up
right,
next.
let's
And
go,
your
let's go,
minute
let's
starts
go.
now.
All right, what are you feeling this morning? Are you feeling what?
Purple. I'm feeling a touch of purple.
All right, which light or?
I think the light would go with my
The light,
complexion.
I think so too. All right, and it has a little chain here so that it saves you on
Yes.
on the jewelry. All right.
Right.
All right. If you just the glasses. All right. Yeah, right there. Oops. There we go.
Got it. Good job.
All right, so the candidate is being dressed,
All right, we
being
got-
transformed.
Hold on. No. Go. There we can do the hair.
Gotcha. All
this
right.
way.
All right.
Dennis is making his mark.
All right,
There we
stylist.
go. There we go.
You good? You finished, Blazer, or you all right? That's it for you? All right.
Here we
2, 1, and back into your position, por favor. Okay, so now that the candidates have been dressed, they now have 1 minute in order to be interviewed by the experts. So, Miss
got
Kitty,
this.
your candidate is up first.
Very well. Make sure you say good morning. And thanks,
Good
please.
morning.
Doc, do you have any questions for
Smile,
candidates?
smile.
Well, let me just ask you quickly. Tell me the truth. You want the title, the money, or the responsibility? Talk to me.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
All right. So, in regards to title, responsibility, and the money, first and foremost, I would have to say the responsibility, because the responsibility actually allows you to grow into the position. You might have, other qualities that your boss or employee might not know that you had. However,
And your skill set can
and your
enrich the business.
Yes, so the skill set can also enrich the business. So let's say you have a talent and you yourself didn't even know that you had that talent. Whenever you get the responsibility, this will actually put you in a position so that you can grow yourself. It will also allow you to grow your bank account, because again, responsibility comes with money, and you're going to get the title. And who knows, you might even get a bigger title. So responsibility, yes, it sounds as if, it's
This
just
candidate wants a
work.
supervisor position already.
4,
Yes, and
3,
actually I'm a
2,
certified supervisor manager, so
and
that has
time.
Thank you, candidate.
All
Thank
right,
you.
then, candidate.
Bright girl.
Candidate 1. All right, so now
So it's
we
the
have
same question to the other candidate.
candidate number 2. Please make your way.
Question. Okay. Doc, you have anything special you want to ask this candidate?
No, I'd love to hear the same answer. If it was in money,
Okay,
responsibility, or title, what would you choose?
You only can pick one.
Only can pick one. Okay, first and foremost, good morning. I would choose the responsibilities as well, simply because money will always come. I do believe in self-actualization. And if it is that you advance yourself in the workplace and you put your ambition and your best foot forward, then the money will always come. But you have to set yourself apart. You have to ensure that you display leadership abilities. And though the responsibility comes with a little bit of weight, in the end, it will all be worth it. And you want to set an indelible mark in the workplace.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
I'd like to
Nice.
thank both ladies, but you have to make sure that how you've answered us, it's not about somebody else but yourself. So you need to look at your tenses and so on. I'd like to comment on this selection of outfits. If I was going for a promotion, I'd take something more structured, and the tone, the colors should not be as bright.
More sober.
More sober colors and structured. No bells and whistles, chains and so on. Same thing with makeup and hair. Keep it toned and very, very sharp.
And the other thing, while you put your best foot forward, the fit was off, because it's a little big.
Yes.
So we have to be mindful that once we step into the room, everything is impeccable.
Nice.
And you don't want any distractions. You want the interviewer, you want your future boss to see that. They don't want to see you have this dangling thing or no. They want to
Chains making
zero in on
noise.
what you're saying, who you are, and what you bring to the table.
So who got the job, ladies?
We're still considering.
You said, you have to choose somebody. No, you tell them something I know.
Come on, if you guys are the head of HR.
Doc, I think we should take both of them and train them. What do you think?
Doc?
Yeah, they're both trainable.
See,
And
yes.
I would also say that it all depends on the department, because I don't often turn down good candidates because you might not be a fit for this particular job, but there's another one over there that's fit for you.
Nice.
And you might have applied for a particular job, but that's not your job. But I have another one next door on another department where you are best fit.
When Miss, may I have to come on? When you say it is again?
May 6th to 7th at the Jamaica Pegasus and online.
Make sure you guys register today. Sign up
and you
right
can
now.
register at makeyourmarkgroup.com.
I want to make my mark. I like it.
I think it's going to be excellent. There you go.
All
Stop
right,
that,
so that was intense. I know the candidates felt it. I know their mentors are proud, correct?
Very,
because they were trained by the best to mentor the best. So congrats to both teams on landing the job, and many thanks again to Managing Director of Make Your Mark Group, Dr. Jacqueline Cook-Loy, and Transformational Lifestyle and Image Consultant, Jane Michelle, for guiding us through it. Now, Sunrise, it's going to wrap up right after this, so come back.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Rackety, and don't tell me. Hey, Rackety. Good morning to my doctor. I know they're watching. I'm gonna keep steady. My husband, I can hear my husband like, remember?
Keep your skin quiet.
Keep your skin quiet.
That's right.
Hi, honey. Thank you.
That's a wrap for today. Thank you for spending your Thursday morning with us. We hope that you enjoyed the show as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you.
And if you missed me or missed out on anything this morning, you can rewatch your favorite segments. Head on over to our YouTube channel at CVMTV or on Instagram at CVM_television. Remember, kindness is karma and kindness is magic. So be as kind to as many people as you can. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves throughout the day. And again, thank you so much for your kind words, your prayers, your support, your love, your empathy. It really warms my heart. It means a lot. And my family and I, we sincerely appreciate it. Have a magnificent day, guys. And I'll catch you again right here on Sunrise. Guess who's back? Hey, tell a friend. Guess who's back? Tell a friend. Cocobellas. Guess who's back? Hi.
Digicel is no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, no charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early, but Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday